Hey everybody, I hope you had a great week, and we'll just talk about the items that I've been using for the last couple of weeks here, starting with this bottom drawer. And it's full of Vapor Beauty, when the most notable items are going to be this luminous foundation stick and this primer. So the rest, they were good, but those are the ones that I would talk about more so. This Soft Focus Skin Perfecting Primer, it's really great. The rest, they were, good for what they were. But, you need to be aware with the Vapor Beauty, they have like a really strong herbal scent, so you've been warned. This Fake Up was okay. I didn't notice that it really did anything, and it kind of felt a little heavy on my under eyes, so I'll try it again. Maybe in the winter when my skin's more dry, it'll be, a better choice for me. And of course I love this Jeffree Star concealer, and I'm going to leave that in, and really the rest of these base products are going to stay in. So in this next drawer I have pulled in a few Fenty highlighters, which I really enjoyed. I love the Fenty products. Worked out really well for me. So that was Metal Moon, and then this is Lightning Dust Fire Crystal. So I'll put them back in my collection and pull them again another time. This Algenist finishing powder, I don't like it as much as my Hourglass powders, so I'll put it back and maybe I'll pull it again. Of course this primer stays in, and I have pulled the Too Faced Sweetie Pie bronzer, which I just adore. It's, got a nice scent to it, and it's a good color for me, and I can use it as a blusher or bronzer, so I like that a lot. This is another Fenty highlighter here, and it's one of my favorites. How Many Carrots Diamond Bomb. I love it so much. Then these Marc Jacobs singles. I got a lot of use out of these, so I'm probably just going to leave them in, honestly, because I found that when I pull in more colorful palettes, that they're very complimentary, and so I'm thinking I'm going to keep these in for a little while and get some more use out of them. But they're really nice. These shades are the more basic shades, and if you want to know more about them, I would check out my previous Shop My Stash, but I'm going to keep those in a little bit longer. Moving on to the next drawer here. These Diamond Dews from GLAMCOR. So this one called Confetti. I learned that it's more of like a chunky glitter, but I did think that it was pretty when it was applied. And this one is Pixie. It's like a finer grained glitter, and I do like these, not as much as my Steelas though. This was also a finer grain glitter in Holy Shift, and I like to use this when I was using the glitters. It kind of deepened up the corners some, and I used it a little bit on my under eye as a liner, and it really enhanced the look. Now this one called Aurora. I didn't really like this one so much. It was oddly like a very thin formula, and similar to the Stila Shimmer and Glows, it moves my eyeshadow around, so I didn't really like that one so much. I'm going to pull out these Kylie liners and this Kat Von D liner and pull something else in this week. But they're nice, I have no complaints about her lip liner formula. I think it's pretty nice. And my brows usually stay the same. I do think that next time I'm going to be pulling out this Thrive and probably tossing it and pull something else in. It's getting a little old. And I'm going to pull out these liners that I was using and replace them. I think it's time to refresh. But they were all nice. I think I did end up decluttering one, but the ones that are left were good. And my Goof Proof I continue to work through. I just still don't like it. But I'm going to try to finish it up. I only have a little bit left. But I did pull in this Anastasia Brow Wiz in taupe. And it's helping me finish this off. Because this is just this Goof Proof. It's just not precise enough for me. And I found this sample of the Tarte Fake Awake. So I brought that in maybe a week or so ago. And it's really, really brightening. But I do like it. Now for the palettes that are on top, I really enjoyed this Kaleidos Makeup. It was really good. It's a nice, pretty, you know, shade selection of neons. And really, if you like neons, this formula, it's very nice. The Celestial Storm palette from Dominique Cosmetics, you know, it was good. I don't know why though, I just was not feeling these colors so much, and they just, I don't know. Somebody told me that these were toppers, so maybe that explains it, but it's just not an impressive palette, honestly, so I don't really regret picking it up, but it's definitely not a favorite. And then I had in this blush palette, it's like a bunch of depotted Laura Gellers, and they were nice. I'm going to put it back in my collection and pull something else. And of course I have my, you know, setting sprays that I'm using and my Benefit Cheek Parade, and really that's it. So it's time to shop my stash. So this week I think I'm going to pull a bronzer that is Broken Compact, and it's from Guerlain, and it's the shade 01 bronzing powder. And you know, I'm gonna see if it even works for me or not. I really don't remember, and if it doesn't, I'm probably just gonna declutter it, because I have a lot of bronzers and I don't know why I'm holding on to a Broken Compact. But I was also thinking about pulling this Urban Decay powder foundation. I haven't used it in a while, and it's in the shade Fair Cool. I'm also going to pull one of these finishing powders from Hourglass. And let's see what shade this is. Diffuse Light. So I have a new foundation from Stellar Beauty that I got on sale at Sephora. So I'm probably going to pull in this Stellar Beauty primer, just because I like to keep those kind of together. So just so you can get a closer look at that. And I've used this before and I did like it, but I think I've only used it one time in one, you know, for 1 week. And then I need to pull in a glow enhancer. We'll pull in this High Beam from Benefit. I haven't used that in a little while. And then I need a concealer. So let's see. I don't think I've used this Lila Bee in a while. And that's a concealer and a eye primer. It looks a little dark. We'll try it and see. And I'll just keep that Jeffree Star one in just in case this one's a little too dark. And that should be good for the week. So I have this Anastasia lip palette that I picked up at TJ Maxx a while back, and I haven't really gotten any use out of it yet. So I'm thinking I might want to pull that in. You know, you can see it's even still got like the cover on it, and see what kind of, you know, use I can get out of that. But it looks really pretty. Did anybody pick this up out? Well, it was at TJ Maxx. It was like half off, I think. Pretty excited to try it. So I have picked up a few new eyeshadow palettes, including some singles from Laura Lee. So I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to pull in this Nudie Patootie for the week. I think that'd probably be complimentary to the singles that I pulled. And those shades are very pretty. And I also picked up a bunch of like KKW stuff recently, and the Anastasia palettes, but I'm just going to hold off on those for another week. And maybe I'll pull in one of these Ace Beauty palettes. Let's just see which one might catch my eye. So probably not the neons. I've had a lot of bright colors recently. But those purples look really pretty. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like the warmer shades, so let's see what this green's got in it. Yeah, I think I'm going to pull this one in. It's kind of suiting my mood right now, and it's Classical Paradise from Ace Beauty. That'd be a good option for the week. I'm not sure if I've ever showed you guys this drawer, but this is where I keep my lip liners and eyeliners, and then some random lippies and lip oils, you know, and I'm obsessed with this EOS's, so there's lots of those over there. And I also have my Artiste cleaner that I use because I love those little mini palm brushes. So I need to pull some new eyeliners to go with these palettes. So I'm kind of thinking that these Marc Jacobs ones, they have like a glitter in them, and they're very pretty. So I'll probably pull some of those. So that's probably a good one there. Okay, and here's a purple. Let's see if I can find some shade names on here. Okay, this is Glitz Alright. And we'll get you some swatches here in just a moment, but it's basically, it looks like a purple. And then this red one that I pulled is Glam Jam. What a cute name. So I think I need like a green. And this one's catching my eye. So it's Styly Style, and I don't know that I have ever used it. I don't even recognize the brand, but we'll pull it in. And then maybe one more. What's this one? Okay, I picked this one up at TJ Maxx, and it is Lightning Liner in Poe from Kat Von D. So we'll pull that one in. And then I need a few more lip liners because I haven't refreshed this in a little while. So this one is Stealth from Buxom. We'll pull that in. And then, just in case I go a little dark on the lippies, this one from Urban Decay called Blackmail is probably a good option. And then I need more of a nude. Let's see. Maybe even a little lighter. Okay, this one's from Kylie. And the name is Forever and Always, so we'll pull that one in. And that's plenty of lip liners and eyeliners. I'll start off with this Guerlain bronzer, and like I said, it's broken. I'm just going to check it out and see if it's something that I want to use anymore or not, and then we'll just kind of go from there. You know, honestly, I may just get rid of it because I've had it for a while now and I don't really use it. I don't like to use it because it's a broken mess. So we'll put that in here and give it a try. And there's a swatch. You know, it looks like the color is going to work well for me. I also picked up this baked highlighter duo in French Vanilla and Portofino from Laura Geller. And I picked this up off her website with a few other things, and I think it looks really pretty. You know, we'll give it some swatches and see. I think I have had this before, but I couldn't find it in my collection recently. So it's possibly something that I let go of a while ago, but you know, this side looks really pretty, so I'll see what kind of use I can get out of that this week. I had pulled this Lila B concealer, and I love her packaging, but this is the shade Be Vibrant, and I don't know why, it just doesn't look like it's, you know, a good shade for me, but in the pan at least. You know, and it even looks a little dark on my hand, but I'll give it a try, and you know, that's why I'm going to keep that Jeffree Star in. And we'll see, you know, because if it ends up being too dark, which it's highly possible, it almost looks like more of a peachy color corrector, you know, for me. But I also pulled this Stellar Beauty. It's a primer, and it's got a nice illumination to it. So I do really like it a lot. So it's not really picking up the illumination on camera, but it's a nice primer, and I can kind of see the, you know, particles in it. You know, it's very difficult to see though, unless you're like right up on it. And then I pulled this Hourglass powder, which, you know, I really missed having this in. But it's just a very nice softening finishing powder, so I'm happy to have that back in. And then we have the Benefit High Beam here, which I really haven't used this in a little while. And it has an odd like nail polish like applicator. So I don't pull it out very often, but we'll give it a shot and see, you know, how I'm feeling about it. But it's like a subtle highlight, really, is what it comes down to. And you can kind of see as it catches the light there. And I'll probably keep that up on top here also. So I also pulled this Urban Decay Powder Foundation. It's in Fair Cool. Maybe it'll give a little color to my face, so I'll pull that one in. And it looks a little bit too big for the interior, so we'll put that to the side. And then I picked up this Stellar foundation. It was on sale for like $19 at Sephora. So I picked up the lightest shade because I'm, you know, pretty pale, so we'll see how this one works out. But that shade looks pretty good for me. I usually stick with the lighter shades, and then if I need to, I'll pull in a bronzer and just, you know, give my face a little more color. But it seems to be blending out well. You can see where it's sinking into lines a little bit. And it seems to have a slight sheen to it. So I'll test it out this week and then I'll report back on that. And then I picked up a bunch of these, you know, Touch and Soul. They're the Metalist Liquid Foil and Glitter Shadow Duos. Let's see here. It's a little sticky, but very pretty. And it's got like a plastic applicator there. And this one is one of the varieties, but I don't see a shade name. So that was the glitter side that we just used. I don't know why, guys, but I do not see a shade name on these. And I'm not seeing much of any payoff on that side. And it says that that side is the liquid. Okay, I can kind of see it now as it's, you know, catching the light. That is pretty. Kind of looks very ethereal, so we'll add that. And I have another one here. I wish I could find the shade names, but I just don't see them on here. Sorry about that, you guys. So we'll do the glitter swatch first. But you kind of saw that as I was pulling that cap off. It's like it's dried on there a little bit. But they were like, you know, 50% off, so maybe they were just getting rid of old stock. But even that looks a little creamier, you know, than the other one did. So, let's see what we've got there. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. You know, compared to the other, it almost seems like the other one was a little dry. What do you guys think? And then I also picked up these sparkling foiled pigments. And these are also from Touch and Soul. And I still don't see, oh, maybe number 4, Sun Aurora. So it has like a similar, you know, little cap that the Hourglass would have, and we'll just swatch the cap, really. Oh, it looks like a flaky type formula. Let's see what kind of payoff we get from that. But I thought that that would be a good, you know, complement to the Ace Beauty palette. And it kind of shifts green. It's like a gold shifting green. So let's see what we got here for a swatch. It's definitely like kind of a chunky formula. You can see it's kind of flaking off right there. But boy, that's got a nice intensity to it, so catches the light beautifully. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. And I think I picked up 7 different shades of that. So we'll give that a try. I also have this Laura Geller Life Glows On Illuminator palette. And I picked this up from the Laura Geller website recently. And I just thought these shades look so pretty. So let's give them some swatches here. So we have Opal Crush, French Fizz, and Diamond Dust. So you can see those. Oh yeah, they have a pretty shift to them. And I don't know what's going on with Laura Geller, but they seem to be really deeply discounting their products right now. So, you know, I think I picked that up for like $5 or $6 recently. But I thought it was so pretty. So next I have this Anastasia lip palette that I kind of showed you earlier. And I'm not going to swatch all the shades because there's just so many. But they do look like they provide a nice variety. And let's see, I'm interested to know if these are all mattes or not. It just says bold, primaries, universal, neutrals, and hot pinks. He basically says just mix and match them, but I don't see if this is all mattes, all shimmers, or a mix, so I'll report back. How about that? I pulled some lip liners and, you know, tried to refresh those, and this is the Buxom one in Stealth. It's very pretty. And on the other side here, it's got like a little lip brush. I probably won't use that at all, but it says that this is a lip liner, a plump line lip liner, so we'll see. I'll let you know if it's got a plumping effect or not. And then I had pulled a couple of more lip liners. This is Blackmail from Urban Decay. And I thought I might go with a darker lip. I'm kind of getting in that fall mood, you know, it's really kind of turning cold outside, so. And then we have this Forever and Always from Kylie. And I pulled that in for more of a nude. And it looks like more of a brownie nude, but that'll work for what I was looking for. And then I pulled in a few of these Marc Jacobs. And these are the ones that have the glitter in it. So this one is Glam Gem. And these are like glitter liners. So definitely not for the waterline, if you know what I mean. And then we have Glitz Alright. That looks really pretty. And I've used these a few times. And then this one is Styly Style Paris. I have no idea where I got this from. Probably some random subscription box, you know. Is anybody else just crazy about subscription boxes and signs up for them? It's really lacking in pigmentation. It kind of feels a little dry, so this one's probably not going to last very long. I pulled in this Ace Beauty palette, Classical Paradise. Let's just get you some swatches here. We'll just start right with the top row. And these colors, they were just speaking to me. As the cooler weather is coming, I don't know, it just makes me feel like these colors, you know, are more my vibe. So, let's see what we think about those. They are pretty. And on the bottom row here, alright, very pretty. And just two more to go. I like the look of this palette already. It seems like you could definitely get a complete look out of it without any issue. So what do we think about those shades? I like them. So we'll just add that to the top of the organizer here. And then we'll look at Nudie Patootie, which I just got a good price on this, so I picked it up. And the, you know, the colors were pretty and the reviews were good. It just looked like something that I would enjoy. And then her other singles had gone on sale also recently, so I picked some of those up too. So we'll just start with this top row here. Nice neutrals there. I like the look of them already. They feel really soft. So I like the look of that last one too. Pretty pink. Sometimes I just like to do all matte look on the lid. Well, that's pretty. I think you can get a flattering look out of this pretty easily. That's all the shades in the Nudie Patootie palette. And we'll add that to the top of the organizer here. And the last thing I have here is her singles, which when they first came out I wasn't really interested in them because I felt like they were overpriced, but she did have a sale recently, so I picked them up. And I did, you know, have her smaller palettes. I think I got one in like a BoxyCharm. And, you know, picked up the rest of them as I saw them on different sales. So this is her palette of singles. And there's no mirror or anything, but I thought that the colors were pretty, especially those blues. And a lot of the shades, you know, now that I'm looking at it, kind of remind me of the Nudie Patootie, so you probably don't need both. But let's get to swatching. And I'll just, you know, do top to bottom, and we'll do left to right. Okay, so that is the first row. So somehow they seem more subtle in the shimmer, and the colors really do remind me of the Nudie Patootie palette. So, like I said, you probably don't need both like me. And that is the second row. So that's the first two rows there. Alright, and now for the next row. And there's the shades. Well, that's very pretty. I especially like this shade right here. Very pretty. And the next row here, it's got those pretty blues that were capturing my attention. And those look pretty. Nice swatches, and we'll just do the last row here. It's got some pretty greens and golds. And that looked a little unimpressive. Let's go back in on that green. I was really hoping for more with that one. But that's all you get. So maybe with a wet brush it would do better. And I will definitely report back. But just post swatch if you wanted to see what the palette looks like. And I'm going to add that to the top of the organizer here. And that's it for Shop My Stash this week. So I'm pretty tired because I've been kind of cleaning up and everything. I got my in-laws coming to visit, which I'm really excited for. And I will, you know, post another video next week. And I hope you guys have a great week. See you next week. Bye.